Hi, we are reading the story. We're on page 65, and the people had made idols out of gold, and Aaron had given it the okay. And now Moses is coming back down the mountain with the tablets in his hand, and we're going to pick up with a mention of Joshua. When Joshua heard the noise of the people shouting, he said to Moses, "There is the sound of war in the camp."
That's funny. You thought it was war.
Well, it was. It's the sound. He's being serious. There is the sound of war in the camp, meaning there's upheaval, there's conflict. So we see.
They were having conflict.
Over these idols.
So some of the Jews didn't believe in the idols?
I don't know. It's a good question. I don't know. I can't imagine that all of the Israelites decided to worship these golden calves, but it doesn't really say. Moses replied, "It is not the sound of victory. It is not the sound of defeat. It is the sound of singing that I hear." When Moses approached the camp and saw the calf and the dancing. So, okay, so I guess it wasn't war. Well, it is sort of war. Because, I don't know, it's a war in the heart. His anger burned. So this is Moses' weakness right here.
A temper.
His temper. And Moses threw the tablets out of his hands, breaking them into pieces at the foot of the mountain.
I can't imagine what God was like after all that time he's been on them.
And he took the calf the people had made and burned it in the fire. It must have been a really hot fire to melt it back down. Then he ground it into powder, scattered it on the water, and made the Israelites drink it. So he's really having a temper tantrum.
He's like, "Drink it!"
Moses said to Aaron, "What did these people do to you that you led them into such great sin?" Aaron said, "Do not be angry, my lord. You know how prone these people are to evil." What did Aaron do?
He pointed on them. It's like, "Don't be angry. You're not prone they are to evil."
They said to me, this is Aaron still speaking, "Make us gods who will go before us. As for this fellow Moses, who brought us up out of Egypt, we don't know what has happened to him." So I told them, "Whoever has any gold jewelry, take it off." Then they gave me the gold, and I threw it into the fire, and out came this calf. I threw the gold into the fire, and a calf just popped out.
Incredible, right?
I didn't do anything. I just...
Moses saw that the people were running wild. Yikes.
I think that they were dancing without clothes on, like some.
Oh no, I don't think they're dancing without clothes on. I think they're just I think that they are praising idols, and they have lost all inhibition. They're not following any of the rules. Moses saw the people were running wild and that Aaron had let them get out of control and so become a laughingstock to their enemies. I wonder what that means, because it seems to me that there must be some people who know they're there. There must be some people who kind of have an eye on them. So Moses stood at the entrance to the camp and said, "Whoever is for the Lord, come to me." And all the Levites rallied to him. Then he said to them, "This is what the Lord, the God of Israel, says. Each man strap a sword to his side, go back and forth through the camp from one end to the other, each killing his brother and friend and neighbor." Yikes. The Levites did as Moses commanded, and that day about 3,000 of the people died.
So that's what happened to those people who had worshipped idols. They were killed by the priests.
Then Moses said, "You have been set apart to the Lord today, for you were against your own sons and brothers, and he has blessed you this day." The next day, Moses said to the people, "You have committed a great sin, but now I will go up to the Lord. Perhaps I can make atonement for your sin." So Moses went back to the Lord and said, "Oh, what a great sin these people have committed. They have made themselves gods of gold," meaning idols of gold. "But now please forgive their sin. But if not, then blot me out of the book you have written." The Lord replied to Moses, "Whoever has sinned against me, I will blot out of my book. Now go, lead the people to the place I spoke of, and my angel will go before you. However, when the time comes for me to punish, I will punish them for their sin." And the Lord struck the people with a plague because of what they did with the calf that Aaron had made. Notice the Lord puts in here that who had made it?
Aaron.
It didn't pop out of the fire, Aaron. It didn't just pop out, poof.
Why didn't Aaron get
Why didn't Aaron get crushed by a sword,
or
defeated,
yeah,
or blown away into a poof?
or punished?
I don't know if he did. At this point, it seems like he didn't. I don't know, is my short answer to that. Then the Lord said to Moses, "Leave this place, you and the people you brought up out of Egypt." Okay, this is the Lord is talking to Moses again and saying, "These people that you brought up out of Egypt."
Like, I got nothing to do with this.
"And go up to the land I promised on oath to Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, saying, I will give it to your descendants. I will send an angel before you and drive out the Canaanites, the Amorites, the Hittites, the Perizzites, the Hivites, and the Jebusites. Go up to the land flowing with milk and honey. But I will not go with you because you are a stiff-necked people, and I might destroy you on the way."
And my favorite character when they were taking the promised land is Caleb.
Yes, and we haven't quite gotten to him yet. So we're on page 67. We're gonna stop there. All right, say bye.